you forget it. 5, 4, 3,
Another day, another battlefield.
1.
To see Renko here on the Lucio, we saw Renko primarily play the Ana.
Yeah.
Came into this lineup from Redbirds, I think it was initially, and looked really good, really broad and serviceable, I'd say. So a bit of a mix-up here for San Francisco, and they are still eyeing a better seeding in those play-ins. That will mean a lot to them to try and have a clearer-cut path to playoffs, opportunity. So bear that in mind here. We have the Junker Queen comps as expected from San Francisco and Atlanta. This is a look we haven't seen from them. Let's see how it plays out as Hawk already finds an early knife and proper lead.
Yeah, it'll be Atlanta actually kind of like taking the point. Oh, that is a nice axe there through the TP.
Still though, able to survive. Stalker finding Renko though, and the Atlanta Reign able to find a lot. Just as that fight opens up, Hawk queues up the carnage as he sees the TP. Predicts that perfectly, and I think Proper needed all the healing resources that Finn could offer him there at the cost of the team fight.
Yes, Proper will now go to Genji, so already gonna move away from the Bastion. Too easy of a target for somebody as good as Lip. It's, yeah, like you mentioned, Renko being in, typically you would see like Lucamino, right? Playing Lucio, like Renko kind of playing some other different heroes, but maybe this is because they want to do, maybe move off of this comp eventually, right? And that's kind of something that Renko, has in his hero pool.
Some teams still trying to play a bit of Ana, so that might be a consideration for later on, even on Busan or the rest of the series. TP usage here, probably just going back and forth by the looks of things. And Proper, again, the pick here of Genji allows him to circumvent Hawk to a greater degree, but he'll still have to contend with Lip, who's managed to get rid of the immortality field so early in the fight, but probably able to find a 2-turret kill, excuse me.
Right through the TP, just kind of throw the turrets straight into the TP. If the TP's right near some of the players on the other team, maybe straight back into it, but really rare to see that type of, those type of kills happen, one of them, let alone two there with the turrets.
And as a result, he's earned himself a projected barrier, which is going to come up instantly here, making it hard for Atlanta to contest the point from their side of said wall. Stalker, drag forward, it's going to be a commanding shout here. Jokerblade coming in. Stalker going to be looking for a big kill here, but the immortality field stymies him initially. Max trying to keep a respectful distance, and he does. As the sound there is the Atlanta Reign dumps down in this fight. Hawk does have the carnage up, and Max is able to get the rampage in early. It doesn't matter. Lips found two, and again, Mr. Consistent strikes goal.
I mean, it just, like you mentioned, just so consistent. Has the overclock, ends up connecting with two. Atlanta did a nice job, after Max hits that rampage, backing up a little bit and just waiting for their, help pool to get a little bit, better to come back in and fight. But Proper's got a blade here, so that could be huge, right? Nobody close to anything. Really looking at, maybe the immortality field saving a player or two.
Proper made it clear he wanted a metagame that favored individual skill expression. Getting to play the Genji here, I feel like falls under that category pretty nicely. Definitely opposed to the Bastion. So now you have a chance to show off exactly what he's been working on here. From his last big couple of Overwatch League. Oh! Back to the rail. A free kill even. And Hawk is not going to get away. His Achilles is 7 as he tries to head for the hills. And Proper takes 2. That's going to be enough. Renko here, a bit extraneous to San Francisco's plan as they already control the point and they were already pushing up.
Yeah, Hawk falls though, so I don't know if you're going to be able to come in and take advantage of this kill early on, as we have double amp matrix here for both sides. Really looking at that Sojourn battle now, right? With those amp matrices up, just shooting across the point. Who can get those big picks?
Probably with a chance here to turn up after switching off the Symmetra. Lips playing it safe for the time being here. The amp matrix giving him pause for thought. This means Atlanta will keep theirs into the next 5. Might not have a chance to use it properly. Gio probably already got himself the cat amongst the people, but Stalker wants to reciprocate. He's found 2 and Proper. One of those casualties. He'll add a 3rd to the tally, and that is well and truly San Francisco 6 feet under.
So, man, I mean, things don't look great there for the Reign, but Stalker bails them out with a huge blade there. Looks like maybe Max will be able to get a touch here on the Doom. It looks like it's knocked back or booped. Yeah, not able to make it. So that'll be the first round going to the Atlanta Reign.
And again, you might want to add a couple layers of abstraction to your approach if you're trying to sneak past Gio. Yeah, looks like that might be the case here. Interesting aside. Lip. All right. He now takes the mantle of presidency. Whereas San Francisco Kick the Soldier and they switch to midway through the last round. Prop's already in. Geo feeling the pressure now as the commanding shout's not enough to keep him alive. Still, Hawk is there. He is the eye of the storm. He's able to find two. Crucially, Finn being the first, hitting the Baptiste with a carnage. He must have been right up under his grill.
Yeah, I mean, just domination there in that first fight from the Rain. The left fielder take the point down low, and I want to see how the Shock kind of attacked this Bastion, right? Where they were forced off of it when they decided to run it because you just got really just strong play from the Sojourn, from Lip. Can they force them off of it? I guess with the Genji and just like a fast dive.
San Francisco attempt to reposition with a tart, but they actually push into the more heavily fortified part of Atlanta Rain's setup here. They thought they were maybe catching them by surprise, but the Rain were waiting on this high ground. The Immortality Field for Finn down now, proper force to play on the point, and Max will drop at about 30% HP. There's going to be a commanding shout to try and keep him. Makes a beeline for him. The bulkiest body falls for San Francisco, and the rest tend to follow.
It is not the area you want to be against a Bastion Wheels mode where enemies will start putting down some serious damage, and it's difficult, right? Because you're forced to run directly at the Junker Queen Baptiste Bastion combination, right? They have the Immortality Field. Stalker's damage also just kind of ramping up over time. Makes it really difficult to stay in these fights for long.
A lot of this depends on the regenerative burst from Finn, right? It has to come at the right time because it has so much upfront healing, like percentage based. It's really important to deal with like the brunt of that Bastion damage that comes in. Let those Bound rank from already. He does not care about that Air Matrix whatsoever. And from the high ground here, he'll take a couple of pot shots at Proby. He was all alone on the point. San Francisco are no closer to establishing control of this map than they were the last fight.
No, I mean, proper 80% towards a blade, right? It's going to be 80% on the point. I mean, a scenario where it may not even get one here. Max will have his rampage, but how do you kind of set this up? Like, they don't exactly have to fall down to the point.
Finn's on the Kiriko here, making a switch. Curious to see how that plays as Proper goes deep. He's looking for something, but he comes back empty-handed. It is a huge rampage from Max. Catches fire with the sound barrier. He's going to inoculate the Rain from that bleed and anti-heal. And that allows Lip to turn up the heat on Max, and eventually he's punished for his attempt. It was a beautiful connection with that ultimate, but the answer was there, the remedy in the hands of the Atlanta Rain. As San Francisco, they're out of it already. It's a 1-0 start to the series for Atlanta Rain.